Hey guys, it's Rob McFarlane here. Today we're going to be going through 3 techniques that I use to ensure the scene that you're about to film should even be filmed. So how often have you read a script? You love the script, you love the story, it's working so well, and you think every single scene is absolutely bang on, love it, we're going to film it, but you get to the edit and you realize something's not working. Or maybe the scene is a bit too slow, or maybe the whole film feels slow and you don't know why. And you feel in every way, shape or form, this scene is totally and utterly necessary. There's something that the character says that you'll reference later, or there's an item in the room that needs to be seen at this point, otherwise we won't get it until later in the film. So you put it in the film. What do? I don't know what's wrong to fix it, but there is something wrong. So how do you avoid this stressful situation? Let's call it what it is. So these 3 techniques that I use, they're not only a way of ensuring the scene that you've written needs to be filmed and put in the film, but they're also going to help you improve those scenes. So tip number 1, as you saw in the previous episode, where I laid out how to structure your logline and come out with the perfect logline, we're going to be using that here. That logline is actually going to help to inform you of whether your scene is working towards the end goal of the film. And this sounds like it's kind of obvious, but so often we forget that the scenes should be at the service of the entire film, not just singular tiny details within the film. So what you're going to do is you're going to take that log line that you created and you're going to start writing out what this scene is. So what is this scene going to do? What is it achieving? Look at the super objective, look at the overarching goal of the film from your log line, and now start to apply that. Is my scene really achieving anything towards this goal? What drama was there in this scene? Does it feel like the scene is totally functional, therefore it's pushing something to do with the story, but there's no drama in it? Or maybe there's lots of drama, but it doesn't actually push anything functionally towards the end of the film. How can I make my scene better? How can I build that up and make sure that the scene answers many questions simultaneously? And these are the most successful scenes for you. Are they introducing character? Are they developing character? Are they causing conflict? Are they asking questions of your characters that they have to now answer? Technique number 2, this is an interesting one. Some films you may not have any dialogue at all, so this may not apply, but delete the dialogue from your scenes. Totally and utterly look at the actions that the characters have with one another and start to play it out in your mind. What are they doing? Where are they doing it? And how are they doing it? In this way, you'll start to see how proactive are my characters in this sequence. Are they just talking at each other? If so, maybe you'll want to inject more movement, more action into your scene. So you realize that your characters can always be active in some way, shape or form. No matter, even if it's a conversation, there should still be a play of space in your film. Because let's not forget, this is a visual medium, all right? And dialogue is almost always the weakest form of communication in film. So utilize the fact that you've got objects, you've got a camera, you've got people that you can put, place, move, maneuver and shape to tell the story. And how many times have you seen films where almost no word is said, yet you feel such a powerful connection with it? So delete your dialogue, see what happens. Technique number 3. This is a tricky one. This is gonna hurt, but it's really important. Delete the scene from your script. Does the film still work? And if it does, that scene is not needed. I'm sorry. It's true. It may be lovely, it may have something beautiful in it, but if it functionally does not push towards the end of the film, you will have a more successful story once you take out the fat, once you take out the things which no longer actually serve the purpose of your story, of your characters, you'll see that your films, your storytelling will get better each and every time. You get closer to trimming away all of the things which don't actually apply to the story. So in review, 1, use your logline. Interrogate your scene and make sure your scene serves the logline, the super objective of the entire movie. If it's not pushing lots of things towards that end goal, maybe you need to rewrite the scene or scrap the scene altogether. Secondly, delete your dialogue. See what happens. See if your film is still telling the story through the characters' actions and what they're doing and how they're reacting with each other. In this way, you're going to see if your characters are being proactive enough or if they're a bit too sedentary. Number 3, this is the hard one. If your scene didn't exist, would the film still work? If the film still works without that scene,